under and what they could ask us to have the contestants do,
Oh, wow.
what areas. And so
That's
clearly they
intense.
were betting on what was going on. Yeah, it was crazy. And now they did donate money to Operation Greyhound Rescue, so I was okay with it. But as far as myself making money, that would be totally illegal. And trust me, the IRS has looked into that because all the haters, they call the IRS, hey, he's making money, gambling, ah. So they looked into all that and they go, no, he's not making money. So we're okay. That's what that was all about. That was another way of just helping out the dogs, basically. And but out here in Tennessee, we can't do it because the connection isn't the same. I'm not hardwired out here. I have satellite internet, and for you folks that have satellite internet, know that you can't have a big operation like that. It just does not work. So everybody can watch the live feeds for free if you just go to my Russ McKamey Facebook page, and you'll see a year and a half's worth or 2 years worth of all the live feeds. And every Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's showtime. And yeah, I don't charge anything. It's just come on board and watch and be professional. Don't be stupid, or we'll catch you off and whatever. But otherwise, have a good time. But I must say, it's the silly stuff you're going to watch. You're going to watch the silly party carnival side of it. So you may go, that's not scary. Well, yeah, it's not meant to be scary. It's meant for me to evaluate what you can do and what you can't do. The scary stuff happens at night, and that I cannot live feed because that would get me kicked off of Facebook. That would get me in trouble with law enforcement. And you have to realize that everything I do, law enforcement watches me. Every live feed I make, they're watching. They have a huge case file on me. They've actually tried to indict me and take me to a grand jury based upon my old movies. Can you believe that? Based upon San Diego movies, they tried to indict me. I mean, that's insane to me, but that's how bad they want me. They really want me. And
that's a good point, though.
Even though it's crazy, even though I offer every week law enforcement come down, watch the show, hang out, come in unannounced, bring your film crew. I don't care because I don't have anything to hide. I mean, what I'm doing is totally safe and legal, but in their minds, they think it's something other than it really is. And that's the amazing part, is that people who are educated would, not understand that this is a show. It's entertainment. And that blows me away. But yes, they're after me 24/7, and I'm aware of that and aware of what's being viewed and seen as well.
Well, why did you? That brings up a point. You were based out for a long time in San Diego. Why the move to from San Diego to the Bible Belt of the South?
All right. So this is a really complicated. I'll make it short though. So in San Diego, this is very deep, and so you're going to get the deep side of Russ now. In San Diego, my electric bill, without running AC, was $900 a month, just straight running lights, because that's San Diego. My electric bill in Tennessee, running my AC and heater 24/7, round the clock, is $120. You're never getting rid of me. $120. I can live in a meat cooler how I like it. So you can shoot at me. You can threaten me. I'm staying here for $120 air conditioning a month. Yeah. So there's the deep method right there. That's what it's all about. It's purely cost effective out here.
Gotcha.
San Diego. I always said that if for some reason I wasn't able to, live in San Diego, if I lost my job or something, and the job situation did change, I always said, I'm going to pack it up. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go buy something flat out, buy me some land, and just do the hunt full time. And then I was asking all the fans, hey, where should I go to? Because I didn't care where I went to. The location was irrelevant to me. And then someone said, hey, come out to Tennessee because I'll be a guaranteed actor for you. I was like, all right, cool. I need at least one actor to help me get started. So, all right, I'll go to Tennessee. So that's why I'm in Tennessee. The simple
as. G, did you have a question?
Yeah. Did you say that you got shot at?
Oh yeah. I've had numerous death threats, assassination threats, the whole Southern Justice. We're gonna put a bullet in the back of your head, and all kinds of fun stuff. It all started when, yeah.
I was just going to say, that ain't. No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Well, I was just going to bring up a current event story that happened today. Is apparently a state trooper shot a attorney, like a Supreme Court justice, maybe, or something like that, here in Alabama. Shot him in the face in his car. So that stuff's real.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, I'll tell you what. My second show, the police got called out here because our neighbor, who is a police officer, they made this big report, like you can hear in that newscast about police were called out and men were grabbing and took this woman into the house. None of that happened. It was all totally fabricated on their end. But they came in here, and I was told by the DA that if it wasn't for me coming out and changing my battery in my camera, he says we would have had our heads blown off. And we would have been blown away. And he told me on camera, he said, and we would have had every right to do so. And so right there, that tells you the temperament, and it makes you think, all right, well, at least I know where you stand. And I understand that I really have to be really careful. I understand that you're not happy with me being out here. And they've tried every way they can to get us run out of town, and everything from bake sales to church donations to cease and desist letters. I mean, they've tried everything they can. But the funny part is that they've never talked to me. They've never come out to actually see what I'm all about, or watch the shows, or and I offer every single show. I say, come on out, man. You guys are always welcome. Be here. So it's not so much the local folks that don't get it. They get it. And the boots on ground kind of guys, the local law enforcement, they get it. They understand it's a show. They understand Russ is a good guy. But some of the upper echelon people who you think would know better, county commissioners, et cetera, they're digging their heels in because they made themselves look bad by coming after me the way they did. And now they're going to make it their life's goal to see me behind bars. So finally, we got him now, by golly. They were going to be the Lone Ranger coming in here and getting me out of town and, just fixing the situation. But there's nothing to fix. I'm a good guy. And like I always tell everybody, I would put up my resume, what I've done in my life, against almost anybody's. I'm like the most super conservative guy you can think of. Besides serving the military for 23 years. After that, I worked as a veterans advocate, working for disabled veterans. I'm a wedding singer. I've never been drunk in my life. I've never smoked a cigarette, never had a cup of coffee. I don't cuss. I've clearly never taken a drug before. I mean, I'm like the most straight-laced kind of guy you can think of, but they paint me as this insane psychopath, which is crazy to me. But they've dug themselves in a hole. When you attack somebody the way they've attacked me, and then they couldn't back it up, and they've tried, and it's embarrassing. So I get that, but that's why I have to be really careful, because all they're waiting for is one little mistake to happen, someone to get hurt again, or someone to complain saying that we're torturing them and wouldn't stop. That's what they're waiting for. But I don't do that, and I've never done that. But my movies look scary. But who's the guy making them? I'm making them. I'm the filmmaker. I know how to make a movie. My job is to spin people up, and people believe it.
And you do that.
So I guess it's flattered. And I do. So I guess I'm flattered that my movies are effective. But look, people, again, real life, if things were really like you thought they were, I would be in jail, and I'm not.
But you've also, in addition to being shot at, I just want to add, he's also had a Molotov cocktail thrown at him. I just think that's I don't know. You're the only person that I know that's had a Molotov cocktail thrown at him. So,
well, it might have been an accident. Maybe it was an accident. It could have been an accident.
Oh yeah, it was an accident that somebody mixed together a Molotov cocktail with cloth and threw it in your direction. He's just like, "Oops, it slipped."
It might be time to reevaluate.
I'm not accusing anybody. and maybe the gunshot was a real fast moving bee. I don't know. So I'm not accusing anybody. Maybe it was just Kool-Aid, and maybe I was having hallucinations and thought it was something else. But
I wish I had your
I
outlook
mean,
on
yeah,
life.
I've got some crazy threats. I get them every day. The threats are like, I mean, I will tell you this: there's a reason why I have to carry a conceal. You know, I have a carry and conceal
I
license
bet.
now, which I never
I
thought
bet.
I would have to do. I do now because
What?
of all the crazy. I have to be careful, and it is dangerous. I mean, if I believed all the threats, if you just have to go on YouTube and look at all the threats. I mean, I try to delete most of them, but people say some crazy stuff about coming out here and killing me and shooting me, and
I've
you
seen
know.
videos.
But yeah,
I've seen videos.
yeah. See all that. Yeah, it all started with that community alert. I mean, who does that? Who sends out a community alert when you first get here? That's something you do for murderers or something, not for a haunted house guy. And what makes me really, in all seriousness, so mad is that they spend all these resources on me when there's real problems going out here. It's, you know, sexual predators out here, child abuse going on, animals aren't treated properly out here, the meth problem. I mean, if you want to spend money on real problems, not a haunted house. Are you kidding me? And that's what makes me mad is that they could be doing those resources on real things, not Russ McKamey. Give me a break. So that's the thing that really irritates me.
Go ahead, GE.
Yeah, like Arab, Alabama is like Breaking Bad in real life. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's out here too. So put the resources to that. Now, let me do say I love law enforcement. I'm a huge supporter. They've been really nice to me. The boots on the ground. Everybody who's ever come out to help me out. Like when I do get some crazy threat, like ones that are like viable, they come out and help me. Now that they get it now. They get that I'm not some wacko guy. But I guess when I first got here, they were believing the hype and spin too. They understand this is showbiz. This is entertainment. This is not reality. It's a showbiz. So I really respect all of the boots on the ground guys out there. And I respect everybody in law enforcement. I mean, and everybody out there should as well. But there are real problems, and I wish the real problems would be, looked at maybe more than they are at times. So, that's my take on that. Yeah, I'm a huge law enforcement supporter.
Go ahead, GE.
Well, I was just going to ask, like with all the pushback that you get from different groups of people, like what really motivates you to like keep this going? Like I get the love of the hobby and doing what you do, but I guess I'm just wondering, like, is there any other reason? Like, do you just laugh at their attempts, or is it, I guess, maybe something deeper?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. And my lawyer asked the same. I have to keep a lawyer on staff all the time, which is
I bet you do.
And he's like, why are you doing this? Yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, why are you doing this? This is stupid. He says, it makes no sense. You're not making money. He says, just quit. Just quit doing it. They're after you. Just quit. Eventually, they're going to get you. Just quit. And I said, but it's my passion. It's my hobby. It's like, it's no different if you would like flying remote control airplanes. And I told you to stop doing that. It's what makes you happy. And for me, entertaining folks and putting on these massive, big smoke and mirror shows, and it's not really smoke and mirrors, but but putting on these big shows and seeing people smile and laugh and get scared and cry and loving it and hating it, whatever. It's my passion. So it is unfortunate that there is a target on my back, and probably something's going to happen one day. So I'm probably not very smart, and I should actually stop doing it. But I'm just kind of hard-headed. And I know in my heart I'm not hurting anybody. I know that people are loving it and having a great time. And if you were only here watching it, you'd see that as well. But it's the LIC crowd, and LIC stands for the low information crowd. You see me write about LICs all the time. They're the ones that, like the county commissioner calling this place a fetish and a torture house. That's why I always use his little segment in my movies, because it's absurd. What's in their brain, right? What are they thinking about? where they call this a fetish or torture. What's going on in their mind? That's not what's going on in my mind.